Here we go.
Now, broadcasting on Radio Star Worldwide, it's the Maverick Difference Radio Show with Paul Finck. When you want to step up and dare to be different, when you'll dare to be great and live to your fullest potential, when you are ready to dare to be a maverick and live the life of your dreams, then it's time to listen to Paul Finck.
Hey guys, welcome. This is the Maverick Difference Radio Show, and this is your host, Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. And we are here to discuss how to create Maverick success. How to create Maverick success. What does that mean? It means how to create success so big, so abundant, so amazing by doing it different than the average folk, doing it different than most people experience life. Most people experience their abundance in a different way. When you want to really create something amazing, do it like a maverick would. And we're going to be talking about that. One of the key components, and there are several, and every week I really talk about what it takes to be success, abundant success, just amazing joy, happiness, great wealth, financial freedom, what it means to develop your business, develop your life, be an entrepreneur, all of these components in really designing your life so that it's exactly the way you want. So it's exactly what you're looking for at all times. And so today, one of the key ways that I found that has helped me build my abundance and build my life is standing firm. It's one of the characteristics of being a great success, and maverick success is what I call it. Just doing it different by standing firm. And here's what I mean by that. Is that all too many, and we see it all around us, this concept of political correctness, this concept of always saying the right things at the right times when we're in front of the right people, doing things like a lemming, just following the masses and doing it the way they're doing it. All these components are the antithesis, the difference between following what everyone's doing just because everyone's doing it and standing firm to your beliefs, your values, your principles, standing firm to what you know is right, what you know is great, what you know is absolutely what is the key thing to be doing for you, for your soul, for your being, for your business, for your life, for your relationships. What are you doing? Hey, Donald, welcome. And all those that are here listening on Blab especially, come join me. And all those that are listening through Star Worldwide Network, absolutely, you can call in, join us. The phone number to call in, you want to call in direct, you can call in through 480-945-0442. That's 480-945-0442. We are live now, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, every Tuesday, live right here at Star Worldwide Network. We are also broadcasting this on Blab, and so you can go to my Facebook page for all those that are hearing this that are not a friend of mine on Facebook. Absolutely go and find me there. Friend me, Paul Finck. That's Finck, the Maverick Millionaire, and you will find me. Absolutely. We are also podcast on iTunes. So we are everywhere. pay attention, come join. So all those that want to join me on Blab, come find me. The link is on Facebook as well as on Twitter. So come join us. We are here and we would love for you to participate. As I do this radio show and as I create this space for us, it is all about us really just chit-chatting, talking, getting to know one another, and talking about some of the key components that help create success, help create that magnitude in where you want to go, what you want to do, how to really see the vision, and then create the step-by-step process to get there. I've been training on these concepts for over 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years now. And all that experience I bring to the table, and I want to share it with you. My goal is to make sure that everyone across the nation and around the world has the chance, the opportunity to grab hold of this knowledge and create the life of their dreams, to grab hold of this knowledge and create everything that they could possibly imagine and bring it into reality, into their life. That's my goal here. That's my purpose. That's my vision of everything I do. So stand firm. Stand firm. What is it that you're standing firm about? There have been so many times in my life when I decided, yes, I believe in this and I'm going to hold my stance. I'm going to stand firm. I believe in this so wholeheartedly that I am going to absolutely stand up for what I believe in and hold the course. One of the greatest pieces of success, the thing that I attribute so much value to, is the concept of persistence. Just keep on keeping on. Keep on doing what you've been doing, staying the course for an extended period of time. All too often I see people, well, they're here today, gone tomorrow. They believe in something wholeheartedly. And then tomorrow comes and they don't quite believe it again. They believe in something else and they change their course. They change their direction. They change what they want. They change their vision. They change their beliefs. What would appear to be almost overnight. Why? You know, one thing that comes to mind is the grass is always greener. They change their course because they believe that the grass is greener, that they're going to find something better out there, find something better doing something else, creating a new direction, if you will. Because they've been working, they've been creating this motion, if you will. And then it doesn't quite work out. It doesn't quite create the magnitude of what they're looking for. It doesn't quite bring everything in instantly. Today, right away. It doesn't happen. And so they say, oh, man, this doesn't work. This isn't happening for me. This isn't something that I could see actually creating what I want. Because it doesn't happen immediately. They don't get the results right away. They take the action, and unless they see immediate gratification in their life, immediate results coming flying to them, they go, oh, gotta go. This isn't going to work. And so they step aside. They step away. They stop doing what could have, would have, should have created success for them. Oftentimes I see this in coaching people, and I've been coaching people around the world for a decade now. And as I'm coaching people, I'll realize, I'll see it. I feel like I'm on the top of a summit. I'm on top of a mountain. And while I'm up there, people are climbing up and I'm saying, come on. And I'm encouraging them up the mountain. And at one point, they don't see. At one point, they don't see how close they are to the top of the mountain. They don't realize how close they are to reaching nirvana. They just know they've been climbing for a long time. I'm there to encourage them. I'm there to help them. I'm there to reach a hand down and say, just reach up. You're inches away. Sometimes they don't hear me. They don't see me, and they start climbing back down the mountain. I go, no, just reach up. I'm right here. What I find is that they have a certain persistence to get to a certain level, and then they stop. One of the things I know with standing firm is the concept of hold the course, keep going. You're inches from the top. Standing firm. Believe what you believe and hold true. Believe what you believe and stay the course. So many times in my career, I've realized that other people might have given up. Several moments in my career, I've realized this is it. This is the line that they talk about. This is the line in the sand that when you cross over, you create so much more. You create that magnitude in your life. And when you let that line hold you, freeze you, keep you from continuing, your life will take a whole new direction. Standing firm also has to do with the concept of the being barraged, just beaten up, just attacked by all sides. Everywhere you turn, people are looking to keep you down, or at the very least change you. At the very least, hey, Donald Brandt, welcome. Anybody who has any questions, and we've got and broadcasting, is that Sue? Not sure. Hey, welcome, guys. All of this is absolutely, come join me, come say hi for everyone who's coming on board. This is absolutely a place where we can talk, where we can engage in conversation. And if you want to come on live, absolutely do so. You know, sometimes people are concerned about coming on board, coming on live because I'm broadcasting and because I'm recording this. Absolutely do not. This is a platform for engagement. It's not a one-man show here. It doesn't need to be. So come join me. And even if it's for a moment or two, you have a comment, you have something to join in for discussion, either live on Blab or call in the number that you see on your screen now. Absolutely, this is the place to do it. We're talking about standing firm, how that connects with your success, with creating abundance in your life, and what it really means to stand firm. And I'm going to be getting into some more details on how you can stand firm and really what it means for your life and what it looks like when you're doing it right. So come on board. You want to discuss that? Hey, free commercial for Hershey's Kisses. Got this. We got to hang out in Hershey Park with my kids. I've got 6 children. 3 of them were with me this trip. The other 3, I've got one working an internship and one in Philadelphia, and then 2 of them just flew out to Europe this week, and they're spending 3 weeks touring around Europe. God bless them and safe travels. And for the rest of them, we got to hang out in Hershey Park for a few days and just had a blast, staying firm on bringing in fun and enjoyment into my life. So staying firm, what's it look like? What's it mean? It means holding on to a belief system, an idea, a concept that you have that other people may barrage you with, no, this isn't going to work. You're crazy. Why are you doing this? Why you're going to lose money. You're going to lose time. You're going to lose energy. It's going to be a pain in the neck. It's all these things that people have said to me, and I know for several of you out there, they've said it to you too. What I can tell you is you got a choice. You can listen to them. Listen to those people telling you what to do and what you should be doing. Only listen to them only. Only when they have a life that you want. Only when their life is the life that you want to trade your life for, that's when you listen to them about what to do. Because otherwise, you listen to them about what to do, chances are they're doing it and it's created the life that they have. So you want that life, go ahead and do that action. Go ahead and do what they do. Follow their advice, follow their prescription of what to do, where to go, how to design your life. You don't like their life, you don't like what they've done with it, don't follow their advice. Does that make sense? So, what advice to follow? You've got your own gut. You've got your own heart. What I would suggest to do is believe in that. Decide what is right for you and then do it. I remember when I first got started in coaching and training, I created this 3-day boot camp. This 3-day boot camp, and I was like, yeah, baby. Man, I thought I had a good following. I was out doing a little bit of speaking, and I figured, all right, we'll create this boot camp. I've seen others do it. They have people in their room. I can do this too. And at the boot camp, I was going to talk and train people on how to create abundance in their life, how to build up a business, and I was all there. It got to about 2 weeks before the first event. 2 weeks before that first 3-day boot camp that was all mine. And I had 3-4 people registered. 3 or 4 people. I wanted 30, 40, 100, 130. And then there were 3 to 4 people. I'd already contracted with the venue, meaning the hotel. I had already gotten a room. It was going to be out of my local area, so I had gotten airplane tickets. I had spent all this money already. Only when I showed up, all the rest of the expenses would have been charged, and there would have been additional charges that would have doubled or tripled what I already spent in expense to run the event, regardless of how many people showed up. What do? Do you keep on keeping on? Do you keep on going forward? Do you say, no matter what, I'm standing firm? My belief is that this is what I was meant to do, and so I'm going to do it regardless of who shows up? Or do you give up? Do you go home and you say, well, this is silly. This is ridiculous. I'm not spending good money after bad. I'm not just going to go through this motion without anyone showing up. How could I do a 3-day boot camp with 3 people in the room? It's possible. I've done it. But all this chit chat was going through my head, all this stuff. And I was thinking, should I give up? Should I close down? Should I not do this event? Kind of come back to fight another day? I decided not to give up. I got to tell you that I had support staff, team members that were all there telling me, I don't know, we're 2 weeks before the event. We only have 3-4 people registered. Just cut your losses. Let's go regroup. You're not ready yet. This isn't going to happen. They were all telling me to give up. They were all telling me to quit. They were all telling me this may not work. It absolutely was a powerful suggestion. And all logic would say, you know what? They're right. I would have lost. I was online to lose more money. I was online not to be able to recoup my losses even at that point, let alone following through with the additional expenses. And what difference does it make? Basically, only 3-4 people would have noticed in the whole world. No one else would have cared. The hotel would have charged me for breaking the contract and they would have gotten their money. So the only person that it really would have affected was me. And yet the effect moving forward, all indications were that it was going to affect me in a negative way moving forward. However, I had a belief. I had a belief that I was a speaker, a trainer. I had a belief that this was my destiny, that I was destined to create this 3-day boot camp and to continue to train it for the rest of my day. I had a belief that I was meant to be that person, to inspire thousands and tens of thousands and then millions of people all around the world to greatness. I had that belief. And here is where it showed up. Do I quit? Do I give up? Do I not follow through on what I committed to with my 3-day boot camp, my first one, or do I move forward regardless? Well, for most of you, you realize I moved forward regardless. I went forward with that event. I told my whole team, it was 2 weeks out, and I told them, this day forward, we're done with the discussion about giving up. We're done with the discussion about not having the event. We are having the event. Our whole focus is to see who can show up for us, because I'm going to be there, committed, absolutely strong, 3 full days of training, regardless if there's 100 people, 50 people, 30 people, 3 people, or no one. I was that dedicated to do it. I had that much of a belief system to stand firm with what I had already committed to make it happen. That's power. Because here's what happened. Yes, people showed up. Were there more than 5? Just about. There weren't that many more. However, I was committed to create that event. And I was committed. I knew I give up now, I may never return. I give up now, I may not have the passion to continue the course. I knew if I turned around and quit at that point, you may not be seeing me here today. I had the belief that I was destined to be the trainer, to be the speaker that I already visualized, that was the beginning of that great journey, that now the rest of the story has continued for the last 10 years and onward to create a great, great, great life that could have stopped in its tracks, could have been ended This whole journey that I've been on could have stopped and ended right there with that decision. You want to know how to create success? You want to know how to create Maverick success? Do it different. When other people are telling you, no, don't do, keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. That's what I did. And I kept moving forward. I kept showing up. I kept staying the course, because I knew standing firm to what I believed was my future, what I believed was who I was inside. Standing firm for that is what would create the ongoing amazing journey that I've been on. I want you to get this should be the beginning of your amazing journey. Some of you may already be in process. I encourage you to stay the course, stand firm to what you believe in, and do not waver. Keep moving forward and create greatness, create abundance, create joy, happiness, great success in everything you do. The magnitude of power you will find within you, the magnitude of just pure joy. Stand firm and create a life that you can only dream about right now. This is Paul Finck, and I'm talking on the Maverick Difference Radio Show, and really is sharing with you the key components on how to create abundance, how to create success in your life. Hey, Dan, welcome. We're talking about really how to make this your life, the life you really want, by doing it slightly different, doing it the Maverick way. Dan, I have to get back to work, send some files off. Way to go. Product launch. Oh, cool. Coming in 2 weeks. Love it. Have to do most everything myself. I ignore naysayers because most of them do not want to see others succeed. Isn't that true? It's the crabs in the bucket. See you next time. And Dan, with your product launch, absolutely reach out. Maybe there's something we can do together. Always fascinated with product launches. What's your topic of choice, Dan? Or Donald. I'm sorry. Donald, what's your product of choice? What is it that we are launching? All too often, product launches mean we've got something new and exciting, and we're sharing it with the world all at once in a blaze of glory. And so anytime someone's doing a product launch, always paying attention, because I love that energy, love that excitement, love creating and watching something new hit the world. And so Donald Brandt, absolutely reach out. Let me know what your product launch is. Maybe we can do something together. For all of you, same thing. We are talking about how to stand firm, create greatness, create success as doing it different. This is Paul Finck. We are on the Maverick Difference Radio Show. I'm going to take a break now, and for some station identification only, absolutely come right back as we continue this. I'm going to be talking about some other examples on where standing firm for your life is going to be so important and where it'll show up in your life every single day. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Difference Radio Show. See you right after this.
This is the Maverick Difference Radio Show with Paul Finck. We'll be back right after this. The Magnificent Leader with your host, Patty Azar, can be heard every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on StarWorldWideNetworks.com. Join Patty Azar as she gathers insight and wisdom from magnificent leaders across the world. The Magnificent Leader has a zest for life and an appetite to live it to the fullest. They love their people, remove the obstacles to their success, and celebrate their wins with everyone. If you want to learn the secrets to creating joy, happiness, and success in your life and career, become a magnificent leader. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m. or anytime 24/7 on StarWorldWideNetworks.com.
Hi, it's Blade, and I host a show right here on the Star Worldwide Networks. As an at least 30-year radio veteran, I have a tale or two to tell, and I've talked to them all.
Radio personality.
Now that's just nasty.
But I can't hear you, though, because the music is so loud.
You'll enjoy the show. It's weekly on Fridays live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can catch all the shows on Star Worldwide at any time on demand.
All day, every day.
And hey, if you'd like to do your own show, give us a call or email, and we'll give you your own show. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Why are people against the LGBT community?
We'll provide the internet bandwidth, the website for your show, and the studio.
It's very intense, very surreal.
This is the future.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
Guys getting hits and jogging down.
And with an eye to the future.
And you can do the show from anywhere in the world at any time.
Don Cromwell live. Here it is, a beautiful Tuesday evening here in L.A.
Join on. It's the new frontier.
It's a new frontier.
It's awesome. The Star Worldwide Networks.
You're listening to Paul Finck and the Maverick Difference Radio Show. Now, here's Paul.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Paul Finck and the Maverick Millionaire on the Maverick Difference Radio Show. We are here live on Blab Live with Star Worldwide Network, my producers, and they are awesome, doing a great job. And we are on iTunes, podcast, 24/7 on demand, as well as here on Blab, hanging out. So anyone that is in any of those components, come find us, come join us. Let's spend a little bit of time together to really create more and more greatness in the world by sharing ideas. And the whole point of the Maverick Difference Radio Show is to share ideas on how to create greatness, how to create greatness in your life, in your personal life, as well as in your professional life, how to create greatness, abundance, joy, happiness. Everyone can lead a life of their dreams. It's now about a matter of all of you doing just that. BB, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can absolutely join me. Why don't you call in? Would love to talk to you about standing firm is the topic of choice, although you and I will have a tendency to talk about almost everything. So come on board. Anyone who would like to join and spend a little time live, all you got to do is call in, press the button, call in for live chat right here on the Blab network. And you can also call in and simply call into the radio show to be audio 480-945-0442. Any questions or comments that you have about anything that we're talking about, this is your chance. So we're talking about standing firm, and we're talking about actually creating greatness in our life, about abundance, joy, and how to do that by absolutely staying the course, absolutely just creating a great life by staying firm to what you believe. Now, got an earpiece that keeps falling on me. One of these days, I'll figure out how to make sure that stays in. The best way is to tape it. Only half the time I'm running right to the show here and creating this. Only I'll get that right. Only it hasn't been my focus. My focus is sharing with you the ideas and purposes for creating this amazing results you want. Standing firm for your beliefs. When you know, and BB and I were talking about this the other day, when you know what's right, you do it. You know what's right, you simply do it. And all too often in this world, we get hit by this madness out there where people go, no. I couldn't possibly do what's right. I may hurt someone. I couldn't possibly do what's right. I may offend someone. I couldn't possibly do what's right. Someone may think different than I, and then, I would hurt them, offend them, or just create an enemy. And God knows I'm not going to do that. With my kids, Man, parents out there, I've seen it over and over again where parents will want to be their kid's friend. Yeah, I'm not my kid's friend. I love them and they are friends with me. However, that's not my focus. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to teach them right from wrong. My purpose is to create this abundance for them so that when they're adults, they know how to live a great life. My purpose is to role model for them. And so when they're asking for something and I am in a position to say yes or no, I will choose what is right, not what will make them happy at the moment. It's a component of this standing firm, standing up for what you believe over what will make others happy, what you believe over what will be the easy thing to do, what you believe over what other people around you are telling you to do. All these components are the factors of standing firm. It's interesting. There's a great story, and there's a couple of them, actually, an amazing amount of stories of successful people out there. And I love reading biographies. I love reading backgrounds of people. So you see successful people, and so often you hear this, oh, they're an overnight success. Yeah, overnight, except for the 15 years of struggle that they went through just to get to the point where you see them as an overnight success. So I know these people that, and reading all the biographies, they look like these huge successes, and you're like, oh man, they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They just, it just happened for them. Look how easy it comes to them. They were born the leader. They were born for greatness. Anyone ever hear of Americans Got Talent? I don't watch a lot of TV, only I see the show on occasion. And it's with that guy, Simon Cowell. Well, Simon, man, you look at him and he's got it all together, right? He's got his power, his stance. He has great presence. He knows how to tell people exactly what is and has a real eye for the nuance, if you will, and goes right to the heart of the matter. You would think that's a born leader. He was born successful. He created this man, this was easy for him. He's just that personality. Then I actually found this pop up on some of his background. All too often I see people that say, well, I'm too old. It hasn't happened for me, or I'm too young. It couldn't happen for me. Well, whether you think this is young or old, at the age of 32, Simon was broke, dead broke. He had like $7 in his pocket, or at least pounds, and that would be equivalent of like 5 pounds in his pocket. He was going back home to his mother and father, going back home to live with them because he had just lost his own home. He recalls getting into the taxi cab, because he didn't own a car, he didn't own a house, and praying that the taxi fare wasn't more than the money, the $7 he had in his pocket. At 32 years old, he was completely broke and living with his parents. Julio believes that they'd be excited to be in that place, knowing their future was right around the corner, knowing their greatness was still within them, knowing that success was right there. Or would you give up your belief? Would you give up standing firm and simply go get a job? Many people told him, get a job, accept your failure, quit on yourself. Not in so many words, but that's essentially what they were telling him, isn't it? They told him to stop believing in yourself. Simon, to his credit, didn't do that. He continued to stay focused on what he believed was true and what he believed he had within him. And because of that, he now has built himself up to be a multi-millionaire. He's worth in excess of 500 million pounds. 500 million pounds is his worth, and growing every single day. All from just a few short years ago being dead broke and living with his parents. What I can tell you is that people like Simon, they have a certain belief of who they are, of what their purpose is, of where they're going, that they hold true to. And that creates their success. That creates the abundance that's in their life. I cannot tell you how many times I've faced failure. I faced a dichotomy of what I believed was inside of me and what was showing up in the outside world. A dichotomy between my beliefs and what other people were telling me was my future. I've learned to ignore those naysayers and to stay the course, to stand firm for my beliefs, my purposes, my cause, if you will. What's yours? What's your cause? What's your purpose? What's your belief? What do you know to be true for you? Do you know right from wrong, and do you live it every day? Do you know who you were meant to be and stay the course on moving towards that in every way? So many examples in my life of really holding true to what I knew for me. I knew what felt right. I knew what was good. I knew what was, well, I don't know whether it was the smart move or not the smart move. I just knew I had to do it. Some of those things didn't always turn out. Oh my gosh, greatness. However, I still understood it's who I was. I couldn't have done anything different. And I stayed firm to that, which creates the greatness, creates the abundance. Belief in yourself is where it's at. All too many times in discussing with my children, I hear about other kids in school and challenges that they're going through in our school systems now, for instance, challenges of being a teenager and the pressures more than ever before on creating success grade-wise, creating success in outside activities, creating success in popularity. The great pressures of sex and drugs in our society now. And I taught my children to find out who they were, to define themselves on their terms, and then to live their life in accordance with that. All too often, people go down a road and think that their behavior doesn't define them. That their behavior, well, that's what I do, not who I am. That's what the activity I was doing, but it's not what I'm about. I remember when my daughter was young and she'd talk about, she would be looking to date. And so she'd be looking to date and this was in her early teens. And she wanted to date a boy. So she'd ask him. And then she'd date for 3-4 hours. And then she'd break up. And immediately, like later on that day, she'd ask another boy, oh, you want to go out? And she had this need base to date. And it was a very short period of time. We're talking about a couple weeks. And I observed her doing these things. And she had dated, quote unquote, in teenage terms, dated like 3, 4, 5 guys back to back over a 2-week period of time. One was a couple days, one was a couple hours, and everything in between. Finally, I pulled her aside and said, what's going on? Nothing. And he said, well, you've been dating a few guys. And she kind of was like, joked about it. Yeah, haha. And he said, from the outside world, meaning from the viewpoint of other people that may not know you, honey, what do you think they're seeing? Better question for you, hun, is when you see a girl and she's dated multiple guys over a couple week period of time, do you assume that she's just sharing a few moments with them? Or do you assume that she's sleeping around? Maybe fooling around a little more than she should at your age and doing some things that may be beyond a PG rating. Do you believe that may be happening? Do you believe when you're seeing those girls that are dating multiple guys that that's exactly what's going on? She kind of looked at me like, maybe, kinda. I went, well, imagine the people that don't know you. Do you believe that they may be thinking the same thing of you with your behavior and what you're doing? She got this horrified look on her face like, oh my gosh, they think I'm a slut? And then she immediately changed her behavior. She changed her actions because she realized that her behavior on the outside world was not connected and not connecting to what she believed who she was internally. And because she believed who she was, knew who she was, had that strong belief, she then shifted her behavior so that her behavior matched who she believed inside. And she stayed firm to that for the rest of her teenage years. Powerful lesson for us adults. Powerful lesson for all of us that are, as we live life, is to make sure that we're standing firm for the beliefs, for what we know is our purpose in life and how we show up. Our actions every day show others who we are, show others what we're about. And when I talk about standing firm, I mean stand firm to who you want to be, how you want to show up, and how you want to be observed by others. And this will create a magnitude for you of just greatness inside, happiness and joy, congruency with everything that you're doing, and it'll create the abundance that we're talking about in your life and in your business in every way. I've seen example after example after example of this in business. I've seen example after example after example in life. I know it to be true. Do things different than the average folk. Stay the course. Absolutely create the abundance in your life. You want to live in abundance. You want to live the Maverick way by doing it different. This is just one of the components. What we've been talking about throughout this program in the Maverick Difference radio show is how to do it different, how to create that abundance, and what are the components? What are the real skill sets? What are the real beliefs? What are the things that differentiate highly successful people with people that never quite get past start, never quite even get in the race, let alone succeed and win? What makes the huge difference between those people that absolutely create that abundance and those that never get out of the starting gate? It's exactly what this radio show is all about, exactly why every Tuesday, 11 a.m., tune in to this show. Tune in at Star Worldwide Network. Absolutely go there, or call in, or join us on Blab every single week, Tuesday, 11 a.m. Oh, one other thing I've got to share with you. I'm so excited. I've got my 3-day boot camp. It's coming up it's this week. It is coming up on Friday, July, and I'm going to date this. So apologize for all those people listening after the fact. Look for at the MaverickSellingToday.com, MaverickSellingToday.com. Go there and it'll have our latest dates and times for the Maverick Selling Business Builder Bootcamp, my 3-day bootcamp, all about these topics and more, how to change up your life, how to really shift it up and create a change in your life to create abundance for you and everybody that is in your world. Make that happen. Go there and join me this week on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there. We've got a room full of people and just a magnitude of change that's going to occur. And I am so blessed to be a part of that change for everybody concerned. So join me there. For all those that may not be ready to come join me at the Maverick Selling Business Builder Bootcamp, my 3-day bootcamp, simply go to the MaverickDifference.com, the MaverickDifference.com. Both of these links are over to the side here on Blab. Go there and just opt in, join me, find out what new and exciting is happening. We've got a ton of changes and exciting things happening over the next year that I would love for you all to be a part of, one of which is simply to come join me here every Tuesday on the radio show. Stand firm to your beliefs. Stand firm to everything that you want in your life. Stand firm to what it can create. Because I know that every one of you has a purpose, has a dream, has a passion in your life, and you can create so much more than you are right now by staying the course and staying firm to those beliefs. This is Paul Finck, and this is the Maverick Difference Radio Show. Come join me every week. Thank you so much for being here. Dare to be different. Dare to be great. Dare to be a maverick. Till next time, everyone.
Thanks for listening to Paul Finck and the Maverick Difference Radio Show. You can listen to Paul live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern and anytime 24/7 on RadiostarWorldwide.com.
Bye, everyone.